So quite a few of the people here today will have spoken to us, know our technology, so if I have time at the end, I'll get into that, or you can catch us later. But since it's a year since we were last here, I thought I'd go into a very quick update of progress in the last year. First of all, what do? We do coatings of catalysts onto electrodes. Now, why is that important? It's because the electrode coatings are the actual product that splits water into industrial gases or water-based solutions. No activated or no catalytic coated electrodes, no industrial gases, no nothing. And another overlooked fact is that from 30 to 80% of the cost of every electrolyzer system is the cost of the electrodes, and they have to be renewed every 5, 6, 4, 3 years, depending on the sector. So it's a huge cost, a hidden cost that nobody ever really talks about. Now, most of you know Jolt from this section here, green hydrogen. What's mostly overlooked is that we actually work across all of these sectors. There's the existing electrode sector covering chlor-alkali, water, electrowinning, refinement of lithium. We cover all of these sectors. It's around a 2 billion and growing market. But we're also moving into all the other sectors down below here on the list. Since last year, we opened our first factory in Barcelona. It's the world's first continuous, fully automated factory. We've moved from batch process every 2 to 3 days to 1 electrode a minute with no humans. Besides that, we have our R&D facilities with catalyst development, catalyst coating, electrochemistry unit, and our AI and machine learning. Now, again, since last year, we've had a lot of customer trial results come in. What you're seeing here is that we can either do drop-in replacements for any electrode in any system across any sector, or we can provide much, much higher performance in terms of energy efficiency and durability. Again, unbeatable durability, which is the key pain point in electrolysis. It's the electrodes. They break. They stop working, at which point you have no gas, you have no production. You have to take the electrodes out, recoat them. This can take sometimes 8 to 12 months. You're not producing any product. Now, what you're looking at here is proof that we have the world's best energy efficiency of any electrode on the market. Now, this is a hydrogen alkaline electrode. We're already hitting the DOE targets for stack performance. This is currently running at 1 ampere per centimeter squared, 0.8 volts, and it's running in customer stacks, and it's a product that we produce mass production from our factory in Barcelona. We do have a pretty robust AI solution for our chemical process optimization. We need it because if you can, in the lab, do 1 electrode a minute, as opposed to 1 every 2 to 3 days, you build up a huge amount of data. So you may have heard recently of a company called ReactWise. It was a surprise to us. We didn't think it was anything special because we've had something very similar running inside Jolt for the past 2.5 years now. And this has given us the ability to work through an enormous amount of trials. We've done an incredible 4,048 trials on candidate catalysts with only 8 chemists since the 1st of February. And it's going to get stronger and it's going to get more powerful. We open our new laboratory in September. We'll have space for up to 30 chemists. From the end of the year, we're moving to what we call fast synthesis. This is the combination of 1-minute coating plus the deep learning. That's going to allow us to literally work our way through millions of new catalysts in a fully automated process. Now, what's our traction in hydrogen? We did come out with previous forecasts based on signed projections from electrolyzer OEMs, very ambitious. We saw the error there and we pivoted last year, focusing only on either power companies that are building their own electrolyzers in hydrogen because they control the cost of power, the critical factor, or countries that have low-cost electricity that are turning from gray to green hydrogen for one reason or another. India, for example. And how's it going? Well, we're looking to sign 3 long-term offtake agreements this year. The first has already been signed with Ansaldo Energia. This is a big deal. It's the first big AEM electrolyzer factory, 300 megawatts per annum. We're in final negotiations for a second one. That's around a 30 million a year to 2032. And then the third, which should kick in Q3, is for 3 gigawatts per annum. You also may have seen that we've announced partnerships with Ionima and various similar companies in the AEM sector. We're expanding. We've started building our first factory in Saudi Arabia to cover hydrogen, water, and chloralkali. We won an electrolyzer tender. We don't have an electrolyzer. This shows you the power of catalytic coatings for Chile. And we're starting to plan and open the new 6 gigawatt hydrogen factory in India for Q3 next year. We are well into our diversification now into the existing electrode sectors. We're now moving from nickel to titanium. This is worth over 2 billion a year in sales. The electrodes are ready. We've started trials. These trials are with the #1 leaders in each of these sectors, and they're waiting. This is a commoditized sector where we can offer cheaper and faster and better. The water sector, I mean, it's not just 10 million swimming pools, not very sexy, chlorinated water for cooling towers, but we've got absolutely brand new high durability electrodes that now allows you to move electrolysis into water treatment, removal of fungicides, pesticides, herbicides in agriculture, hypochlorite production in the farm, and the same in the home, so home disinfection. Just some ideas, some images of where we're moving way beyond electrodes this year. So in farms and so forth. Pig farms, 0 mortality for piglets. So today, where are we today? We're not today maybe, but the future 3M of catalysts and coatings is how we like to think of ourselves. Next generation catalysts, AI-powered and fully automated 1-minute catalyst screening using our solution combustion process. That's moving us to synthetic CO, methanol, ethylene glycol, and so forth. Protective metal coatings, we can use the same system for platinization, nickel, one-stage polymer coatings, low-orbit satellites, stacks and electrolyzers, and then we have all the other segments down below, batteries and so forth, supercapacitors, sensors. We will start development later this year. So any other questions, catch me later. Thank you very much.